Hey, Windows ATM Hacks here, and yeah, this is day 9, I believe, of the 30-day product challenge. It is Monday, February 2nd, and yeah, I feel this 30-day product challenge is starting off pretty rough. My MacBook Pro hard drive did end up failing, but I did troubleshoot it and I did get it to reinstall on the hard drive. But I did end up going out and buying a 128 gigabyte SSD because, well, I felt as if it was pretty sluggish already, so I got this. And yeah, it really improved the operating system. It felt like the operating system just to boot up took about a minute, and now that it is SSD, it takes less than 15 seconds. When I timed it after I put in my password, it was 11 seconds and about 2 seconds just to show up to ask for my password to log in. So altogether it was about 13 seconds. And yeah, I did end up losing my music and my photos, but I did get all my videos and my documents saved to a backup hard drive, which already had my music and photos in it. So luckily I didn't lose any data, but I did have to end up installing everything all over again to the SSD, which I got better video editing software. And now that it is SSD, the Photoshop takes a lot less time to boot up and start, but I did have to reinstall it on the failing hard drive so that I could make a bootable USB drive to install the operating system to the SSD. So it was quite time consuming, but I did end up doing it, and it's running really great now. The video editing software that I have now is great. The only problem that I really had with it was the photos and music, but the videos, they weren't supported on the Mac operating system. So I ended up using the 8K video files of the intro and outro, and I ended up downgrading it to 1080p at 60 frames per second, which now my new video editing software does do an output at 60 frames per second, which is really great. And yeah, that's pretty much I feel is with the MacBook Pro. Oh wait, no, the trackpad, I did learn some more touch gestures, like in the internet browser. If I maximize it, I used to just close it or unmaximize it to get back to the desktop, but I learned the gesture about swiping with 3 fingers to the left, and then it will go back to the desktop, and I could swipe either way back and forth with the 3 fingers on the trackpad. And in the browser as well, if I pinch outwards, I can create a new task bar with that, well, the tab. And I feel as if the iPad Air 2, I greatly underestimated the power of it. I haven't used iMovie on it yet, but I did on my iPhone 6, and it was quite amazing what I was able to do just on the iMovie video editing software that comes with it, which was pretty great. I used it on one of my videos already, and it worked very great. I'm using now Final Cut Pro X for my videos, which it was quite a learning curve to utilize it, but it's great software to use for video editing, especially with the SSD now. It doesn't take as much time as it did with the hard drive. I was using other video editing software with the hard drive, which ran pretty good, but it did make quite large video files, which now Final Cut Pro, it doesn't make it as large, so it doesn't take as much time as it used to for me to upload a video because it's a smaller size. But yeah, I did greatly underestimate the power of the iPad Air 2. Someone did make a note of the iPad basically being able to use Office software, which I wasn't really thinking much of it. Which I actually used Office software to track my my income and expenses, and it's great to have this portable enough to do edits here and there on it, which is quite nice. And I can see not just business people using it, but also people in like college that needs to take notes, which yeah, it runs really great, I think, for that also. And I really love the Touch ID on the iPhone 6 and the iPad Air 2, which I definitely think I'm going to be keeping the iPad Air 2 and the iPhone 6 after this challenge. But the MacBook Pro, as much as I do like the touch gesture, it just doesn't, I don't think it's gonna cut for software for me, because I'm already really invested in Windows already, and I have everything on Windows, and I like the interface of Windows. I'm really used to everything in Windows, but other than that, there's not much else, I think. I'm pretty sure I touched base on everything I've wanted to make a note of. Yes, the other thing I wanted to make a note of, one of my YouTube followers, I feel there, I don't know how he got to my channel, but I really like that he did end up coming to my channel, and he did suggest quite a few apps that I'm utilizing in Mac, the Mac OS X, but one of the applications I would like to hear more of is the iOS applications, some software that you guys might like to suggest to me, because the only things that I'm using the iPad Air 2 for right now is the Office software. But he suggested about 13, I think, to me. 13 things within the Mac world that I should check out. I checked out all of them, but I think I only used about 5 of them, which I really like. Little Snitch, that's a great software, I feel, and I'm also using the Clipboard, which is a nice one to keep a hold of the previous history of what you copy. And I'm really utilizing the fan control one. That one I really like to use on my MacBook, because it does help me to make it so then the CPU doesn't get as hot on my lap when I'm utilizing it with video editing software and Photoshop, which it can get quite hot, which I can use that software to cool it down more. And it also makes it so then it doesn't lag as much, because the hotter the CPU is, the more kind of lag I feel you get when it's run too hot. And yeah, I'm not, just give me one more moment to think of what else I want to touch base on. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video, what I want to cover. Just go ahead and share this 30-day product challenge playlist to everybody you know, so then they could come and watch me do the 30-day product challenge and just see my point of view as an only Windows type user in Mac Apple software. Go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment on my videos, the iPad and iPhone apps that you suggest to me that you feel that I would like to look at. Yeah, that's everything for this video. Windows 8 Team Hex. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.